There is a house on the outskirts of a forgotten town. No one remembers who built it, and no one remembers who lived there last. But they all remember one thing. Anyone who stays inside that house after midnight never comes out the same. It was late autumn when Emma, a young journalist, decided to visit. She had heard whispers of the house for years, rumors of screams at night, of shadows moving in the windows when the place was abandoned. Her editor wanted a piece on urban legends, but Emma wanted proof. The house stood crooked at the end of a dirt road, covered in ivy, windows broken, the air around it unnaturally still. Even the birds avoided it. When Emma stepped inside, the wooden floor groaned as though the house sighed in relief, as though it had been waiting for her. Inside, the walls were lined with torn wallpaper, and faint handprints were smeared across them, too small to be adult, too long to be a child's. The smell of damp earth filled the air, mixed with something metallic, something like blood. Emma set up her recorder and began speaking. Her voice echoed strangely, as if the house repeated every word. But when she played it back, her voice wasn't alone. A whisper lingered beneath her own words, "Don't stay." She froze. The air turned cold. Somewhere above her, footsteps echoed slowly, carefully, as if someone was trying not to be heard. But Emma was alone. She climbed the stairs. Each step groaned louder, protesting her weight, until she reached the landing. The hallway stretched far longer than it should have. Doors lined the corridor, each slightly open, each breathing out a faint hiss of cold air. She chose one. Inside was a nursery. A broken crib stood in the corner, rocking gently though there was no wind. On the walls, children's drawings were scratched directly into the plaster. Stick figures with hollow eyes. Figures standing around a bed. Figures watching. As Emma lifted her camera, the rocking crib stopped. And from inside it, a hand, small, pale, skeletal, reached out. She stumbled back, but when she blinked, the crib was empty. Only the sound of soft laughter filled the room. Laughter that grew deeper, older, until it was no longer a child's. Emma fled the nursery and ran down the hallway. But no matter how fast she moved, the corridors stretched endlessly. Doors slammed shut on their own, one after another, chasing her forward. At last, she burst into a room lit by candlelight. The candles formed a circle. In the center of that circle stood a mirror, tall and cracked. When Emma looked into it, she did not see herself. She saw the house, alive, breathing, walls pulsing like flesh. And inside it, faces. Dozens of faces, screaming silently, pressed against the glass from within. And then she realized they weren't trapped in the mirror. They were trapped in the house. The reflection smiled at her. Her own face, but wrong. Its eyes were black, its grin stretched far too wide. It lifted a finger and pointed behind her. Emma turned. The hallway was gone. The front door was gone. There was only the house, closing in on her, walls bending like ribs, ceiling dropping lower. The last thing Emma recorded was her own scream. When the police found her recorder weeks later, it ended with a whisper, soft and satisfied. Another one. And the house waits still. For the next visitor. For the next name to add to its walls.